guys doing? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, babies? So, I'm a musician. I'm a professional musician. It's like being a professional plumber, except you don't get a Lexus. Yeah, I play piano and sing. They call it jazz. Let me tell you something about jazz. It ain't the road to riches. No. Jazz is not the road to riches, baby. Jazz is the road to low-income housing. Yeah. I mean, I could have fallen in love with bond trading or banking. It had to be jazz, right? I mean, you could make more money in poetry. Yeah. So when I was starting out, I was in a trio. Now, trio is a fancy musical term. It means 3 guys living in a 1-bedroom apartment. See, we made the drummer sleep in the bathtub. That way, sometimes in the middle of the night, me and the bass player would sneak in there and pour liquid soap on this guy while he was sleeping. Then we'd turn on the water, make him rinse himself off. Closest thing he ever had to a bath. Because here's the thing about musicians. Musicians have these brains that focus on stuff they hear, you know? Musician brains do not focus on stuff that they smell. We don't focus on what we smell. We focus on what we hear. As a result, can you imagine what that place smelled like? No. You can't even imagine it. You can't imagine it. There were so many different odors. Odor. Everywhere you looked, there were different odors. None of them good. Not one good odor. Not one single aroma. Just odor. I mean, the place was a stench adventure. You know what I mean? It was an adventure in stenches. In the jungle of odor. It was a stench adventure in the jungle of odor. Yeah. You guys ever heard of Detroit, the Motor City? Well, this was Odor City. Odor City, baby. The place was dank. It was rank. And oh yes, it stank. It stank, baby. I mean, guys were putting their cigarettes out in their breakfast cereal. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. You know what it smelled like? It smelled like living inside a dirty clothes hamper. Did you ever live inside a dirty clothes hamper? Because I did. Yeah, it's a 1-bedroom apartment in North Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, the place was just one big dirty clothes hamper because every single corner, chock-a-block with everybody's dirty socks and underwear, shirts and pants, all their clothes mixed up together, filthy, giant piles of this stuff, you know? We had this plan. We were going to do the laundry every Halloween. But, you know, sometimes life gets in the way. We had to skip a couple of Halloweens. Now, those piles of dirty clothes got so big, sometimes you reach your hand inside there and pull out a half-eaten box of Chinese food. It tasted terrible. Oh, terrible. Oh. Here's a little pro tip. Egg foo young doesn't travel well wrapped up in dirty socks, you know. And you know how they say you should never judge a man till you walk a mile in his shoes? That's nothing. Try wearing his dirty socks for a week.